It's that time of year where I need to service the GSA. Now for me, this is the first time where the bike is outside of its warranty window. So I thought, you know what, let's service it myself. Now for reference, no mechanic, pure DIY, take everything I say with a pinch of salt, don't follow what I do, and pays professional. But anyway, now for most of you out there, all you're gonna need to do is remove the one little black cover that sits just there. When I bought my bike, they had these on them. Obviously, engine crash protection. I mean, it's a good job because I have gouged these out. So I had to remove the crash bars enough so I could get this out, just so I could get to where the spark plugs are situated. But yeah, whatever you need to do to gain access to the spark plugs, remove it. Now, I've bought the BMW official spark plugs. I'll leave any of the product codes below in the description box or any links just to help you kind of find them, make your life a little bit easier. And now I do have a couple of extra tools again to make my life easy. Got the little puller and then a 40mm thin wall deep socket to remove the spark plug. In an ideal world, I wouldn't be doing it here right next to a busy road, but fortunately we're in rented accommodation at the minute. I don't have a garage and you've got to make do with what you've got. So this is it. This is my garage for today. So for most of you, again, black cover there. It's going to be one screw just at the top to remove it. And then this is what you're going to be left with. You're going to lift this grey clip up and then pull out the wiring. There you go. Took a little bit of persuading, but she's out. Leave that to one side. Now some of you may be able to remove this by hand, and again actually some of you won't even need to remove the crash bars to be able to get to this. If you want to, make yourself a little bit more space than you can, and so yeah, you're going to get the puller, slides on like that, and there we go. From the edge, get your tool, carefully place it inside. One time old spark plug. Looking at it, it doesn't actually look too bad. But this bike is on around 18,000 miles. Just time to take care of her. Now, I used to have a garage, and so I had a lot more tools. At the minute, most of it is in storage. So unfortunately, I don't have my torque wrench on me. But at a later date, I will torque them up properly. I'll put the torque on the screen, I think it's about 12 Newton meters. And that's it, one side done, super easy. And then just place this back in. Wiring harness back in, grey clip down, and there we go. It is as simple as that. I'm just going to go and do the other side. You don't need to see it. Rinse and repeat, and that's it. That is how you change over your spark plugs. So the BMW GSA 1250 2019. Now I have bought the BMW OEM air filter. First thing you need to do, take off the rider seat, and then from there are 2 T25s down here, 3 at the front, and then open the little cubby hole and then 2 on there. So we need to take off this whole centerpiece first. Why can't they just make them all the same size? So the very center furthest one is a T30. Okay, those are all out. And it does just pop off, just be nice and careful. Don't snap anything. Once this is off, it reveals that the airbox cover, and there's another 4 screws in both corners. And yes, T25s. Well, those 4 screws are a hell of a lot longer than I thought they were going to be. Now when you're looking inside the airbox, there is a little cover, so you're going to take that out as well. Looking at the old one, I think it was definitely time for a change. And then from there, it's as simple as going in reverse. Filters in, covers on. That's just time to get this back in. If you've got a torque wrench, 3 Newton meters on these. I am absolutely by no stretch of the imagination mechanic. I kind of sometimes hate doing things on the bike. Sometimes I enjoy it, but sometimes I tend to mess things up more than what it would have cost me to pay to get it done properly. But you know what? You got to start somewhere. So my GSA was due a service anyway. I bought the full service pack from BMW. I'll put a link in the description box below. It's just a link, it's no affiliate. And in that, you get your air filter, 2 spark plugs, 4 litres of Advantech oil filter, and then crush washer. Because this was only due its minor service this year, I thought I'd buy the full pack and I'd do it, and I'd keep a full record of what I'd done this year, so then come next year, it doesn't need to be done, because I mean, like, air filter next year, then it'll just be a check to make sure it's clean enough. Spark plugs won't need to be done again for another 12,000 miles or so. So I only do 3,000-4,000 miles a year. So I thought, why not do it now rather than just wait till next year? And then lastly, let's just make sure it still starts. Hopefully none of this rattles off. Good. And there we go, magic. I've done something right, go me. Having bought the full service kit from BMW, we have got an OEM oil filter and crush washer. The first thing you want to do is get the engine up to running temperature. I've already done that whilst I was faffing with the cameras, so that's now good to go. To make your life a little bit easier, you might want to grab yourself some extra tools. I've got myself a oil filter removal tool, because sometimes they're put on a bit too tight and you can't get them off by hand. So yeah, one of those. Obviously you can use any form of container to catch the oil, but I've got a proper oil container, because then I can just take this to the tip and pour it out. I do have a torque wrench coming, it will be here today. So hopefully by the time I come to finish this video, Amazon would have delivered it, and then we can use it to finish off the tightening of the oil drain plug. First thing I'm going to do before releasing the oil drain plug is I'm going to release the filler cap. Now you're going to go under the BMW seat and you can get this tool out. And it's not on tight, but yeah, you do need the special tool. Now I'm going to leave that loosely on, because as you can tell, I am outside, so I don't want any gubbins getting in there before I'm ready to then refill it. Now, take it from personal experience. First thing you want to do is going to take out the bung for the drain catcher, for the oil drain catcher, because I've done it before. I forgot to take it out and I had to put my hand inside the oil to remove it. Wasn't very pleasant. Get yourself a ratchet and a 10mm. Now everything's going to be a little bit hot under here, so should we run it up to temperature? The drain plug will come with a crush washer on it. I've obviously got a new one, so we can go and remove that one. And then just let that drain fully. Now whilst that's draining, we're going to go and release the oil filter. One thing I have seen is to stop you getting oil on the header, use a bit of foil, just create like a little shield. Oil filter. No. I'll tell you what, I've not had that before. I've used this oil filter on other bikes, obviously, hence why I've got it. Turns out this filter is a bigger head than this. Alright, obviously, this is not the way I intended to do it. But I just need to get the oil filter off. Alright, I appreciate this part of the video has been actually a bit higgledy-piggledy. Turns out I had the wrong oil filter removal tool size. That one I had was a 64-14. I've run down to my local car mechanic and they've actually let me borrow theirs quickly. It's a 76-14. And I've got to run this back. So I didn't have time to film it, but in a nutshell, this was on. Yeah, I've tried the old screwdriver method, that didn't work. Put this on and it come off. Sorry buddy, how you doing mate, you alright? Cheers. luckily enough, Amazon has just dropped off big torque wrench. Perfect timing. So whilst I've got everything, I'm going to lightly oil the new oil filter with some fresh oil, put that on, torque it with the new torque wrench, run that tool back to the mechanic, and then carry on filming. Bear with me. So now we've got our torque wrench set to 11 newtons of torque. Just a case, putting it on my hand and then just finishing off with the torque wrench. And that's it. 11 newtons of torque. It's hardly anything. It's kind of just tighter than hand tight. Right, now time to drop this off and then carry on filming. I'd seen someone else's comment before about leaning the bike over just to get out any of the old oil. And yeah, I can confirm there was actually quite a bit. You see when the drain plug's been off, the oil filter's been off, there was still quite a bit that come out. So I do recommend doing that. Here comes the fairly easy part. Clean the drain oil plug. New crush washer on. There we go. That part's done. Now the BMW with the oil filter change will take 4 litres. The BMW service kit comes with the BMW Motorrad Advantech Ultimate SAE 5W40. I think what I'm going to try is I'm going to do kind of 800 ml of the last 4 litres, do a heat cycle, let everything cool down and then check the oil, and then top up with the last 200 if it needs, obviously whereabouts the oil level is sitting on the oil glass. Cap back on. Like I said, going to run the bike, get it to temperature, then turn it off and then check the glass and see where we're at, and then obviously I've got another 200 ml to add in if it needs. And there we go. Got up to temp, turned her off, checked the glass. It was bang in the middle. I did add a little bit more, just obviously when I'm start riding and the bike starts moving around and the oil starts going places, it's going to drop a little bit. I will keep that one. It's got about 100 ml left in it. So if I've noticed after the next ride, I think they say around like a 30-35 mile ride, check it again, and then yeah, if it's dropped a little bit more, then we've got it there to put in. That is generally it. Get the right tools and this job is really, really easy. That is everything I'll be doing for this service. I do have this little service sheet I made up. So now I'm doing my own. I can keep track of exactly what I've done and what parts I've used, what the mileage is, etc. like that. Obviously the air filter and the spark plugs, like I said, that's a major service. This was just technically a minor service, but because the kit come with it, I just thought I'd do it at the same time. But so now I know for next year, when next year is a major service, I will take it to a mechanic for the major ones. He knows what I've done, so he doesn't need to then do the air filter and the spark plugs again. Honestly, it was just more of a learning curve for me. That's why I wanted to do it, come with it. So yeah, doesn't hurt to change them slightly earlier. Only hurts it to change it later. Rest of the things on this list are things like checking the brake pads, checking the discs, checking the brake fluids. Now I know this bike last year had a full brake pad and discs change, cost a bloody arm and a leg. So I know all the fluids and everything's good, but I've checked it anyway, ticked it off. And now it's just to get out and enjoy it. Because summer, spring's almost there. It's like 19 degrees today, lovely. If you've liked it and you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. More importantly, subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.